What's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on the video. Before I go to sleep, man, I'm getting ready for bed. It's getting kind of late. I wanted to put this video out about tomorrow's playoff games. Tomorrow we have 3 games, man. They look, just from first glance, man, I think we'll see higher scoring games than we saw today. Yesterday I recommended, for today's slates, I recommended LeBron James, King James, of course. Of course, we wanted, first playoff game is King James. That was a no-brainer. Then I recommended Conley. He's having a pretty decent game. The Spurs are currently putting a smackdown on the Memphis Grizzlies. But, it's playoffs, man. That's one thing that we can rely on is that even with these blowout games, we're still going to see these players try to fight back until the very last second, man. We're not going to see just, teams giving up. Because they want to build momentum going into the next game. So that's one thing you can keep in mind. Now, people that may have took Kawhi Leonard and, LaMarcus, these guys they're coming out of the game because Greg Popovich, he's had the same core of players. He knows what he has. He knows his system. So they made quick work tonight. So they're going to get a couple extra minutes of rest. But anyways, man, tomorrow we got 3 games, man. We have Portland versus Golden State. We have Chicago versus Boston. And we have OKC versus Houston. Now, first glance, I'm looking, and I know for sure if I'm playing on DraftKings, I know I'm going to get 3 point guards. We have a lot of point guard options, man. Just to name the top point guards, we got Russ, of course, Damian Lillard. We have Curry, Isaiah Thomas, and we have Rondo. They're all like top tier options. I think you can pick any of these guys, man. And myself personally, on DraftKings, like I said, I'm definitely getting 3 of these top 5 guys. And then you still got Marcus Smart, Pat Bev. It's a ton of point guards out there. But I wanted to just get started off with that. Moving on to shooting guard, we got James Harden, Klay Thompson, C.J. McCollum, D. Wade, Bradley, Victor Oladipo, Lou Will, Eric Gordon, and we can mention Alan Crabb. I think that's as far as we're going to go today. Top options at shooting guard, for sure, James Harden. Of course, I think he'll be in the highest scoring game of the night versus OKC. I honestly don't know what to expect, man. I think I think we're going to see a good effort out of OKC. Of course, I'm not going to fade Westbrook. That's my number 1 rule. I think not only is he fighting for his team, he's fighting Houston Rockets, and he's fighting history, man. He's having a historic season. I think he's going to try to keep this going for as long as he can. We already know he's an animal. He comes out every single night, trying to break records, man. He just plays with that attitude. So I like him. But on the other end, I don't want to spend a lot of money on James Harden and the game gets out of hand, because I think just looking at it, I think Houston has a lot more firepower, man. I think they can make quick work versus OKC. But yeah, man, I don't know. Maybe a Westbrook and Harden stack is the way to go. Maybe you just stack up. It's the late game. Maybe you just pile up on this one, and this will be the big game. I don't know though, man. I really don't. I like James Harden. I think he has a good matchup. I wonder if they'll put Robinson on him. If they put Robinson on him, Robeson, that'll be a little tough for defense. But it's James Harden. You can never get scared away from that. So you can pay up for a 60-piece potentially with James Harden, or you can go down to Klay Thompson, who's in a really good situation himself at 7K. I think the man will definitely have a floor of about about 30 to 35. And if it's one of his days, he could go off for a 45 to 50 piece. I think he's perfectly fine. CJ McCollum, he's in a good spot too. He's a little underpriced at 6'8". Going up against Golden State, we know the history. Damian Lillard, and CJ, man, they like the ball going up against these boys. They think they're the Splash Brothers too. The top scoring backcourt, man, like they're really good, man, really talented. I think CJ McCollum is at a fair price, decent position, and then we got the old head, Mr. Dwayne Wade, who I'm really intrigued by, man. I think this is why D Wade got paid all. Um, okay, I just read something. I thought it said he was expected to have minutes limit. I was like, what? During the playoffs, but I read it wrong. So yeah, D Wade is gonna be back in full effect. This is why he got paid, man. This is why he's in Chicago for this situation right now. If Chicago didn't make the playoffs, we wouldn't see any more Dwayne Wade. But they did. I think he's gonna come back and he's gonna look like the old D Wade, man. So I'm definitely intrigued by him. Depot, I think he's in a decent spot. And then, of course, Lou Will, Eric Gordon, they're going to be splitting those minutes. It's whoever you want to take a chance on. I think they'll both hover around 25 points. And they're very cheap, man, 4-3 on both of them. Yeah, I think they're in a good spot, man. Let's move on to small forward. Small forward, man, the only people that I'm going to be talking about is Jimmy Butler and Kevin Durant. I think these two guys are they're the studs of the slate. Jimmy Butler is the leader of Chicago. Whether D Wade likes it or not, it's his team, man. He's the best player. He's young, athletic, feisty, man. The man can score buckets. He can defend. And it's playoffs, man. Going up against Boston, I think it'll be a good game. And then you got Durant. What can we say about Durant, man? That's my guy. You know, easily the best scorer on the slate. I think Durant, if he decides to take over, that's exactly what he'll do. Portland, they don't defend the small forwards very well. So I think we can definitely take a long look at Durant. I'm trying to just structure, man, a lineup, man. At the end of this video, I'm gonna try to build a lineup, and I'll share it with you guys. And I'm on FanDuel right now. Jay Crowder, he's decent. Trevor Ariza, he's pretty good. It's always Ariza for threes, man. If he can hit his threes, he can pay off his value. Andre Iguodala, we know what we're going to get out of him. It's postseason. That's why he gets paid a lot of money. We're going to see extended run. We're going to see smaller lineups for Golden State. Getting down to the nitty gritty, man, in the postseason, we're gonna see nothing but their best players on the court at all times. Evan Turner's worth talking about too. I'm not sure the rotation right now, the starting lineup, but I like Evan Turner, man. I think he can be really sneaky. I was really high on him later during the season. Now, of course, he let me down about 2 or 3 times, but it's okay, man, because I kept sticking to it. And we started to see those minutes come to him, and he started producing. Playoffs, a veteran player, playing up against, oh no, I was about to say he was playing up against his old team, but he's not. He's playing up against Golden State. So let me pump my brakes right there. Last guy, man, Robeson, he's a starter. We can take a look at him. We know what he is. Defensive player. Unless you're desperate, for a punt play, you looking for a salary saver, you can look at him, but I'm gonna be off that. Power forward, man, it starts to get a little ugly. I think this is the lowest we'll ever see Draymond Green, though. I do want to put that out there. Portland is not the best at guarding power forwards. We can definitely take a long look at him. He's 6'8", man, on FanDuel. We're not going to get a discount like that again. we can definitely take advantage of that. You got Nikola Mirotic. I think he's in a pretty good spot. He's gonna be that big. He's gonna be that last scoring piece for Chicago. If they're gonna go anywhere in the playoffs, he's gonna have to step up and play a big, consistent role. I like him. To my boy Ennis Cantor, it's playoffs, man. We're going to need as many points as we can get. I think he's in a very good spot. Matter of fact, he's going to be my first lock. I'm going to go ahead and plug him in. I think he's in a really good spot. And not only am I going to lock him in, he's not my first lock because y'all know we don't fade Westbrook. So I got two pieces for you right there. Nice little mini stack so far. But I think Cantor's in a really good spot. He should have a wonderful game tomorrow. I'm not scared of Houston's defense. I'm not scared of Ryan Anderson. I'm not scared of Clint Capella. He's just too skilled, man. I like him tomorrow. Ryan Anderson, the story with him is similar to Ariza. If he can hit his threes, he can pay off that price tag. Noah Vonleh, I'm going to try to stay away from that if I can. Bobby Portis, I'm going to try to steer clear. A guy that I may take a chance on is Amir Johnson. I think we can definitely look at him. Out of the people I just named, I feel like he's one of the safer plays. Now, of course, he has games where he just refuses to shoot the ball. He won't score. But most nights he's going to get you about 25 minutes. Should hover around 8 rebounds. And if he just gets a couple putbacks and tip-ins, man, he could definitely pay off that price tag. He's at 3.9, man. That's kind of cheap. Another guy, Taj Gibson. He's still in the starting rotation for OKC. I just got done talking about how I'm not scared of Houston defense, man, down low. So I'm going to actually go ahead and plug in Taj Gibson as well. He's at 3.9, very cheap. There's not too many options at power forward, like I said. There's not too much that I'm looking at that I see that I want to attack. So, that's it from there. Moving on to center, I don't think Nurkic is going to play. So we got Al Horford at 6.7. Decent price going up against Chicago. He could ball out. Could have a really decent game. Clint Capella at 5.8. I think he shares too many minutes for me. Robin Lopez, I think he actually could be a decent option going up against Boston. I think he's just too big, man. He's too big for Al Horford. He'll definitely grab boards, definitely rebound the ball well. And if he can get a couple scoring possessions, man, he'll definitely pay off that price tag. Steven Adams, I don't want to have too many OKC players, but I actually like Steven Adams too. I keep talking about how I'm not scared of Houston. Houston's defense down low. Fair price. If I can help it, I want to have as many starters as I can. So I may play Steven Adams as just like a leverage play. Just because I don't want to have Nene, who's going to see less minutes. I don't want to have Kelly Olynyk. And these guys are options, man, but if they don't go off in the limited time that they play, it could really hurt you. And they're the same price as a starter. So my logic there is just to lean on a starter. I like Adams, man, but a player that I might really low key go to will be Robin Lopez, man. I think he's in a pretty decent spot. But anyways, man, I'm gonna see what I got. I'm gonna work the rest of my lineup, and then we'll see how much we got left for center. I'm gonna just edit this little part out. I took a minute. I had to reconstruct some things. But look, my final lineup is gonna look like this. So far, I got Russell Westbrook, I got Rondo, I have D Wade, Avery Bradley, Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala, Ennis Cantor, Taj Gibson, and Steven Adams. Hopefully this video helped. Salute y'all, man. Hit me up at Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter at DFSMasterMind_. Let me know if you have any questions. You want to tell me anything? Let me see your winning lineups. send me a DM at me. Just conversate with me, man. I appreciate everybody that's supporting me, showing me love. Y'all bless up. Have a wonderful night. Hopefully we cash out tomorrow, man. Bless up and let's get it.